Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the final game of a 3-game series here in the Subway Series between the New York Yankees and New York Mets. New York Yankees get the win with a 6-run 8th inning. They were tied at 2 heading to the 8th inning, but the Mets make an error, and then they give up a grand slam. And that inning, they got a grand slam to break it open. Mets offense has been pretty quiet in this series, man. And what is happening? Oh my lord! In the first game of this series, they had 5 hits for 2 runs. Game 2, they got the 3-2 victory. 6 hits, 3 runs. Tonight, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 errors. So tonight was definitely not the night, not a good night for the New York Mets. Definitely go to 3 hits for the New York Yankees. They had 7 hits for 8 runs, but they just broke this game open in the 8th inning. Both starting pitchers gave 6 good innings for their respective ball clubs. Max Fried gave 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Another great start from Max Fried. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. Only 3 hits over those 6 innings with 2 runs. He gave up 1 in the 2nd and then 1 in the 5th on an RBI single and then a wild pitch, but those were only 2 runs he gave up. And he prevented that becoming more. So 6 strikeouts. Or 8 strikeouts over 6 innings. The bullpen went 3 scoreless. For the Mets, David Peterson gave a good outing. For the Mets side, he gave 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, I believe. So, 6 innings and 1 earned run from David Peterson. A very solid start tonight. The offense just really didn't do anything to help him. So both starting pitchers went 6 innings, but then the Mets defense and bullpen collapsed in the 8th inning. For the offense, though, there's not much there. 3 hits, 2 runs. They had almost the same amount of errors as hits. Soto had a pretty miserable series. I think he went 1 for 10. Pete Alonso, what is going on with the Mets right now, man? Their offense has just been bad the last few games. Juan Soto's 3 for 25 in his last 7 games. Pete Alonso's 7 for 41. You knew he was going to cool down eventually, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Francisco Lindor's 1 for 19 in his last 5. Mark Vientos is 2 of 18 in his last 5 games, and then Pete Alonso makes that error at first base. He overthrows the catcher. And he just went cold since May 7th. His batting average went from 328 to 301, so he's been struggling lately, man. And then that error by Pete Alonso. But yeah, the offense for the Mets in general has just been struggling lately. Let's talk about the bullpen. Huascar Brazoban is having one of his best career seasons, but he got into a bit of trouble in this outing. He gives up a hit, he had 2 walks, but Anthony Volpe was at the plate. He had the bases loaded twice in this game, but he failed to come through with either opportunity. Brazoban goes 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout, and that 1 strikeout was Anthony Volpe with the bases loaded to get out of the jam. Should have been a bases loaded walk and an RBI. But he bails out Brazoban. So, even on a not good outing, he still gives up no runs. Ryan Stanek, 0.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Genesis Cabrera, 0.2 innings, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He struck out Aaron Judge, and then he gave it the grand slam. That ball was out on how many ballparks? 30? The short porch strikes again. For the Yankee bullpen went 3 scoreless. Jonathan Loaisiga, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs. Walked 1, strikes out 2. Devin Williams, 1 inning. No hits, no earned runs, no walks. He struck out 1, and then Tim Hill finishes off 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and no strikeouts for Tim Hill to finish the game for the Yankee bullpen. 3 scoreless innings, struck out 3, and their scoreless inning from Devin Williams. The Mets dropped to 29-18. The Yankees improved to 27-19. These two teams will play again this season, so the Yankees get the bragging rights for this first series of the Subway Series. Yankees had 7 hits for 8 runs. We'll go with their offense here. Goldschmidt 1 for 4, walking an RBI. Grisham 0 for 3, 2 walks. Judge 1 for 3, 2 walks. Bellinger 3 for 3. What a game from Bellinger, man. 3 for 3, 2 walks, 6 RBIs. Had that grand slam. What a game from Cody Bellinger, man. Going 3 for 3. He walked twice and had 6 runs. Volpe 0 for 5. Left the bases loaded twice tonight. He's trash. Dominguez 0 for 3 and walked. LeMahieu 1 for 4. Wells 1 for 4. Peraza 0 for 2. And Vivas 0 for 1. And Rice 0 for 1. And so for the Mets offense, Lindor, Soto, Alonso each were 0 for 4. Vientos 1 for 4. Nemo 0 for 3 and 1. Marte 1 for 2. Beatty pinch hitting 0 for 2. Alvarez 0 for 4. McNeil 1 for 1. 2 walks and an RBI. And Acuna 0 for 2. So there's all the stats. We're going to go over. The Yankees had 2 runs in the first and 6 in the 8th. We'll go over the scoring summary. So Bellinger scores 2 runs in the first. He doubles in 2. Top of the second, McNeil with an RBI single. Freed with a wild pitch, and McNeil scored. Bottom of the 8th, Vivas was safe at first in a fielder's choice, and then you had the throwing error by Alonso. Goldschmidt with a single, and then Bellinger with a grand slam to put this game out of reach. But yeah, that's really all to say here for this video. The next series, that obviously isn't Dodgers Lake, because I cover every Dodger game. The next series that I'll be covering will be the Guardians and Tigers series on Thursday. Start of a 4-game series. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 games there. So that's the next series I'll be covering. Yeah, that's really all to say here. Peace.